Hello, in this video I'm going to redo something that I had done in a previous video, but apparently there has been an error on it, so I'll have to remove that one and redo this set overview that I did previously. So let's get into it. This set is on, I'm currently on my, what I call my tactical Bladestorm video, or build, excuse me. This pairs Yandere's Might with Orpheon the Tactician and Jerensi's Bladestorm, but what I'm going to do is an overview on the monster set. I have done a video on this build previously. Check out my channel. It is in the DPS playlist. If you'd like to check that out, go look for it there. But I'm going to explain what this monster set does and how to proc it and what kind of damage you can get out of it and all of that. So, Orpheon the Tactician is a DPS skill set, rather. You can usually tell that by what the first kicker does, being that it's weapon and spell damage. That'll tell you that it is a DPS set. So, when you leave an ability on the ground, you have to be in combat. Let's start there. While in combat. So, you cannot just throw this out there before and have this be the first interaction. You have to trigger combat first, and then this will activate. And you have to cast an ability that leaves an effect on the ground, and it summons a tentacle after 2 seconds. And then it swings in a 5-meter radius, doing physical damage and stunning up to 6 enemies for 3 seconds. And if the enemies cannot be stunned, they take an additional amount of damage. And this can proc every 8 seconds, and it scales off of your weapon and spell damage. Now, I will tell you, in PvP, this is probably going to be really helpful for bomb builds. I know some people probably hate that stuff, but it's a part of the game, so there you go. If you don't like bomb builds, build one yourself and blow people up right back at them. It is an alliance war. So, to get into the skills that proc this on this build that I'm running, the Blazing Spear from the Aedric Spear line will do this because it is a ground effect. That's a big easy way to locate what skills are going to proc this set. If the target is the ground rather than an area or an enemy, then it will trigger this effect. I will tell you, Blockade of Storms will proc this as well, and so will Lightning Flood from Storm Calling. From the other subclasses, Dragon Knight, I don't believe there's anything in the Ardent Flame. However, Ash Cloud, if you're using that on a DPS, this will proc it because that is a ground effect. Nightblade, unfortunately, the assassination line does not have a ground effect there. If for some, this is probably going to be PvP based, but Path of Darkness probably would proc that as well. Aedric Spear, I've already covered that. Dawn's Wrath does not have a ground effect. The Warden, I don't think it has one either that I can think of, other than maybe the Shards. Necromancer, probably the Boneyard. Definitely the Boneyard, actually. Arcanist, I don't think this is going to hit because the target is the enemy, so this probably is not going to proc the set at all. Another really easy one probably is the Barb Trap here. And I'll probably I'll slot that real quick just to use it to proc it so that it doesn't have a big skill animation. Scalding Rune would also do it. I'm just trying to give a quick overview of all the ground skills that would do this. Also Shadow Silk. Caltrops would do it as well. So that's about it. But you get the idea. As long as it's a ground skill, then you will get the set to proc. So if I am on my front bar, my Jerensi's is not fully active. It's only active on the back bar. This is a true old school setup, by the way, where I have a full monster set with a mythic and two 5-piece proc sets, basically. Yandere's is not really a proc set per se, but you can bar swap and not lose out on it, as long as you're quick about it. So, what the key is, you have to be in combat first. So I'm just going to swat this guy here, and then I'm going to drop a bard trap. There's the tentacle right there, and you see the swat. So that's basically it. I mean, it's a pretty quick, but it's a cool animation to see. Unfortunately, other players cannot see that tentacle. I think that would be cool if other players could see it. But that's going to be it for this video. If you liked this video and you thought this was interesting, please check out my channel for other videos, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.